Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this week's video, we are going to be doing a wrap up for the month of November. So my last wrap up was really short. I think I only had like 5 or 6 bracelets, but this month I was very productive and I'm kind of going through an alpha stage right now. So I've started making way too many alphas. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I also have an Instagram where I post more frequently about my bracelets, which is @KnottedByDemi. I will leave a link in the description, so don't forget to go follow me there. So let's get on to the wrap up. So like always, I'm going to be dividing the wrap up, but since I have both normals and alphas, I will be doing my normals first, then I will do my alphas, and then I will do 2 wall hangings that I'm in the process of making. So yeah, let's get started with the normals. So we will go from like skinnier to fatter, I guess. And so the first bracelet is this bracelet, which is a new pattern that I've been seeing a lot. It's like a dovetail, an overlapping dovetail. I really like the pattern, but I cut some of my strings too short, so I didn't make it too long. But the colors are really pretty. It's like a sunset gradient from hot pink all the way to purple, and I really like. So this is the first bracelet, and yeah. The second bracelet is this miniature starburst. I really like this. This is one of my all-time favorite bracelets. It is a really pretty gradient from orange to teal, and I really like these 3 colors together. And I feel like I love starbursts, but the big starbursts just use up way too much white thread. So I found this small pattern and I had to make it, and I really love how it turned out. I even did a multicolor loop. I think it really complements the bracelet well, so this is one of my favorite bracelets I've ever made. Next up, I have a chain link candy stripe, and this I made for a collab, which you can go check out on Instagram, and it's a really nice gradient as well. I really like gradients, as you can probably tell, and it's just a really nice, pretty simple candy stripe, and then it just separates into 6 different chains. And I really like how this bracelet turned out, and this is a really good beginner bracelet, so I might do a tutorial on my channel for this. Next, we have this stitched chevron bracelet. This is also a really pretty and simple pattern, and I did a teardrop loop and triangle ends, and there is a tutorial for this on Masha Knott's channel, so I will leave that in the description if you want to make this bracelet. Then I did this for a winter themed collab, since winter is coming, since December is pretty much here. So I made this bracelet. It was my first ever shaped bracelet, and it was actually pretty fun. And it has little snowflakes on it, and I really enjoyed making it. So yeah, this is a really nice bracelet. And then I have 3 bracelets that are a bit thicker, so we can start off with this one. So this is a pattern that was newly posted on BraceletBook, and I was obsessed with it. And when I started making it, it was actually quite hard because it's pretty random how everything goes. But after a while, I got the hang of it because it's pretty much like an arrowhead going this way and then like a half of an arrowhead going the other direction. But it's a really, really pretty pattern, and I'm super happy that I made it, and I love the colors as well. Then we've got this bracelet, which I saw a lot, and I just really wanted to make it. And I kind of didn't have enough string, so I didn't finish it, but I still think it looks really pretty. I did shaped star and triangle ends, and the gradient was really nice. It was from an orange to a purple, and I really liked it. So this is the bracelet. And lastly, we have this shape bracelet, which I made before, but I wasn't that good at bracelets, so the knots weren't too even, so I had to redo it. But I really like how this one turned out. I think that the centers are really even, and the colors are really pretty. So this is my last normal bracelet. Now moving on to my alphas, I actually made a lot more alphas than I normally do because at first when I tried alphas, they were really hard for me. I don't know why, it just didn't work with me, so I didn't really like them. But I finally got the hang of them, so I made a lot. So to get started, I'll try and go from my first alpha. So this was my first ever alpha. I think it turned out really well. It was a really nice collab, again on Instagram, and I really liked it. I think the leaves turned out really nice, and I did the straight edges technique, so I think it looks pretty good. Since it was my first alpha, some of the knots could be a bit tighter, and in some areas it sort of goes in, as you can tell. But overall, I think it looks really pretty, and I'm proud of myself for this. And this is the back, because people sometimes say that they look really aesthetic. I probably should have cut this string, but yeah, this is the back. It looks really cool. So next, I have this Flamingo Alpha. I just saw this pattern on BraceletBook and I had to make it. I think it's super cute. This is like one of those bracelets that are hard because you have color switches right at the end, and so the main color isn't always at the end. So those are sometimes hard, but I got the hang of it. And this is the back. It looks really cool. Like there's almost like stitching over here. And so this is the next bracelet I made. Then next, I finally did a shaped start for alphas. I was really nervous to do this, and I watched a bunch of different tutorials to try and get the hang of it, but I think it looks really, really good. I'm actually really proud of this bracelet. I love the little squirrel and the acorns. I think they just look super cute. And the triangle ends and the ties, I think they all look really nice. I'll be releasing tutorials on the start and the end on my channel soon, so stay tuned for that. And this is the back. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's that bracelet. I really, really like it. And now staying in the animal theme, I made a polar bear bracelet for another collab. This was for winter themed, and same sort of thing. I did a triangle start and triangle ends and my ties. I really like this bracelet. I think the polar bear is super duper cute. And this is the back. Again, these patterns all look super cool. Like here, it looks like it's a braid almost. So yeah, and it has little snowflakes on it. So that's this bracelet. Then I have this bracelet, which everyone was making, so I had to make it. And it's the moon with the arrows coming out of it. I did it with this orange color, and I did just simple ties because I thought that it would make it look really nice, which I think it did. And so that's this pattern. I really like it. I think it looks really aesthetic, and I'm really happy with this one too. Normally I do twisted ties, but for some reason for this bracelet, I thought that braided ties would look better, and I think I made a good choice. So comment down below if you think I should have done braided or twisted ties. And last but definitely not least, everyone was making this bracelet, so I gave it a shot, and this was my first time doing this sort of loop. I think it turned out pretty good. Since my base strings were black, they kind of poke through, but I think that's fine. But I really like how it turned out, and I think it looks really pretty. And this is my favorite bracelet because the back, if you look at the chain, it looks like a braid, and I think that just looks so, so cool. And just really pretty how smooth it is and everything. And I did twisted ties coming out, and I really like how that turned out too. So those were all of my alpha bracelets that I made during this month. I'm really happy with all of them, and I'm definitely making more alphas, since you will see in my wall hanging. So as you can probably tell, I was really busy making bracelets this month, so I started my first ever wall hanging. This was my first wall hanging. I haven't finished it yet, but I think it looks pretty good, so I'll probably have it finished by next month's wrap up. So this is it. My base strings are pretty short because I only have around this much left, and then I'm gonna do tassels. So this was a landscape one, and I really like how it turned out. My strings are very long because I don't like adding new strings, but yeah, so this is how it looks like so far, and this is the back. Since it's a pretty consistent and not that many color switches, the back looks pretty normal. But so yeah, this is a very good beginner wall hanging since it doesn't have too many color switches, unlike this next one that I'm gonna show you. So the wall hanging I started yesterday is a wave one. You've probably seen it on BraceletBook. It's about this long, so I'm not that close to being done. But unlike that one, this one has a lot of color switches. So as you can see here, the back is full of little strings that are from the color switching, because this has a lot of color switches. Like if you look here in between the blue and the white, and then here with two different kinds of blues. So this is definitely not a beginner wall hanging or bookmark. I've seen people make this as bookmarks too. But I really like this pattern. I like the colors, and I'm excited to finish it, and I'll show you guys that in December's wrap up if I finish it, which hopefully I will. So that was my monthly wrap up for the month of December. If you liked all of these bracelets, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my Instagram. I might start selling my bracelets soon, so if you would be interested in buying, let me know. And so I hope you enjoyed seeing all of these bracelets, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!